16. Is this kind of what you pictured when you committed to Duke, thinking that you would be playing in this kind of game?
Yeah, I mean, this is why you come to Duke. It's crazy to really experience it in real life and have a chance to play for an Elite Eight. But I would be lying if I said this isn't what I expected coming in. So it's really cool to kind of see how we had our ups and downs. We still end up in the spot we're supposed to be at.
The team had ups and downs. You too. I mean, maybe it hasn't been exactly how you thought it was going to work out this year. What have you learned about yourself going through the season? And how do you feel like you've grown?
I feel like I've learned a lot. Just kind of digging down and really falling in love with the work, coming in every day and kind of having a different mindset of just getting better each day and not measuring it by playing time or minutes or success in the games. It's more just what I can do each day to improve, and I've done that all year, and I think I've improved, and I've had flashes in games where that stuff kind of comes to light. So I'm just going to keep that mindset, and hopefully it'll come to light even more, and I'll always be ready. So.
Coach Sires said you had a pretty dedicated workout routine. Every morning,
yeah.
With the coaches, by yourself with one of the coaches, is that right?
Yeah, I think if I'm doing individual work in the morning, it's probably shooting. A lot of off the move shooting and stuff. I don't want to kill my legs too much if we have practice that day. And then I always have pre-practice workout with Coach Dildy, and those are pretty intense. So those have been really helpful for me, just simulating game stuff, because they'll have 4 or 5 managers, guarding me, chasing me, hitting me with pads and stuff. And then sometimes I'll come back at night and get more shots up. It all depends on our schedule, and Coach Will, our strength coach, he's been awesome with me. I'm just always hitting him up to get extra lifts in, stuff like that, even on the road, lifting in the hotels. But I'm always trying to just sneak one in, really.
You do workouts in the hotel exercise?
Yeah. Last night we were in there, a few of us, me and Jaden and Christian, always on the road lifting or doing stretching or yoga or something. So.
When you were in high school, you were doing baseball and basketball. It seemed like you had a workout routine, even in between when you were doing both seasons. Is that kind of carried over from that?
Yeah, definitely. I think you learn a lot trying to balance the different sports. And you're always just even if you don't have the motivation that day, you just gotta get yourself out of bed and do it, because you kind of look back on it at the end of the day and you're glad that you push yourself to get that work in. And that's kind of what I've learned. Long baseball practices, and you want to go home, but you gotta go back to the gym and get shots up. So it's kind of that same mentality that I've just built over the years.
Are you still planning to pitch?
I'm not sure. I tried it out in the fall, and then it kind of got hard to keep the schedule up because our practices picked up. So right now I'm leaning towards not playing in the spring, because they already started, so it's tough to hop back in.
They're playing pretty well.
Really good. Yeah, really good. It's cool. I can't wait to get out to some games after our season's over.
What are your expectations for next season? It's probably hard to look that far in advance, but kind of, with these guys, Jeremy's been through this in his career. Might be some guys on the NBA.
Yeah.
How do you focus on helping them out, achieving their dreams, their one last shot, but also preparing for next season when you might have more opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, I think my main focus right now is on this tournament and this season. That's where my head's at. And obviously your mind can drift sometimes, because hopefully next year I can have a bigger role on the team and play a little bit more. But I think it's a disservice to kind of lose time thinking about next year, because you can't really get that back, and that's always time that I can be doing stuff that, like you said, help these guys get better in practice and achieve their dreams. And it's Duke. Every offseason is always uncertainty with who's staying, who's going. So to kind of think about stuff you can't control is, again, it's a waste of time. So I think I've developed a good mindset of just focusing on my stuff in the present.
Good luck tomorrow.